Well, hello, thank you for joining me today again on the Church History Trail. You're very welcome to the programme, and we're continuing here in AHOGHILL in County Antrim, and going to give our meeting a wee plug. I'm speaking in Brookside Presbyterian Church in AHOGHILL this Sunday morning at 11:30. That's the 24th of November. So they're meeting, of course, in the hall, the church hall, because the heating is gone in the main sanctuary. So if you're in the area, why don't you drop in? So we're at an old graveyard here. This is the old AHOGHILL church graveyard, as you can see from the sign. And I want to read a wee bit of this out to you, and then a few graves to show you some influential graves here. So it says, in the Middle Ages, AHOGHILL was an important ecclesiastical centre. The name derived from Irish means field of the yew wood. The parish of AHOGHILL originally included the neighbouring parishes of Craigs and Port Glenone, and was the largest parochial unit in County Antrim. AHOGHILL Old Churchyard surrounds the site of an early medieval church which was rebuilt several times. The foundations of the church are still standing. The present St Comnill's Church of Ireland was erected close by in 1865, following the Ulster religious revival of 1859. So, going to take you in and let you see this. Now, you need a key for this to get in, but as you can see there, it's AHOGHILL Old Churchyard. Key can be obtained at Logan's Funeral Services, 12 the Diamond, AHOGHILL, which is really, that's the diamond down there, and basically just that house there with that chimney, that's where the funeral directors is. So you can get the key there, no problem. So we'll go in here and have a wee look. Big mausoleum there, as you can see, right in the centre. Now, William RAPHAEL's buried in here, and so I'm going to show you his grave. But before I do, I'm going to take you up and show you the old church here and this mausoleum. So, as the board said, this was a religious site, a religious church, and it was believed to be founded by Columba's nephew, who's called Columneil, and it's believed that he founded that in the 6th century. So this is probably not the original church foundations, but I would say they're possibly from the 1700s or so. At least that was the information that I came across. So around 1375, the rector of AHOGHILL was promoted to Bishop of Connor. So there must have been a very important place here in the religious orders, and increasing in attendance, as the board says, as a result of the 1859 Ulster revival, or the Year of Grace as it became known, led to the building of the bigger church, which is actually just up the road, up that way. Now, that's the Presbyterian Church, Trinity Presbyterian Church, and some of the RAPHAELs are buried there. I did a wee video on that, but the Church of Ireland is just beyond that, up on the hill. So this is the family vault of William Moore of Ballyconneely, and as you can see there, it's 1868. So there's a wee grave, or a big grave should I say, around the other side, so I'm going to show you that as well. Great to have these walls, isn't it? This doesn't look too safe. My goodness. It looks like it's just sitting there. See that? My goodness. So who's this to? I'll have to try and get up here. Oh, this is the moor. So this is the family. And again there I've just noticed there's actually a connection with the RAPHAEL, because Agnes Raphael Moore, so she's actually married into the Moore family. It's hard to make out the top part. He was a JP. I think that's James Moore, and he was a JP. So within the vault then it gives you all the names. William Moore, Agnes Raphael Moore. There's another Raphael, George Raphael Moore. Oh, so there's a lot of Raphaels. So they're sort of married into the family here. John Raphael Moore, Anne Raphael Moore. And then it gives you all the dates the whole way down there. That's excellent, isn't it? And there's Agnes Helen Richardson, 1929 to 2021. And she's New Zealand. Who shall separate us from the love of Christ? Romans 8:35. So there we go. That's the Moore vault. And didn't realise there till I read that, but they actually have a connection with the RAPHAEL family as well. William Moore. That's a family vault of William Moore, 1868. So, of course, Alexander Coville, he bought the Galgorm Castle in 1645, and he used families who had a Presbyterian connection actually to help renovate it, to decorate it, do the paneling and all inside. And one of the influential families that he used was the RAPHAEL family, and I mentioned them of course in another video when I was doing the other graves at Trinity Presbyterian. But William Raphael is actually buried here, and he was born on the 21st of October 1734. He was born at Galgorm on the 21st of October 1734, and he died in September 24th 1802 at the age of 67 years. You can see the snow here, the snow's thick, so it is. So this is the RAPHAEL plot in the old graveyard. So if you're interested in the RAPHAEL history, then check out the other video that I done on the Trinity Presbyterian Church. So this is William's grave here now, unfortunately. Covered with snow and also grown over. But I actually have a picture of it without any of that on it. So this is definitely William Raphael. And he married Janet. And their daughter was called Catherine. And she was born in 1778. And she married a gentleman who was actually a minister in 1790. She was born in 1778, and she married a minister in 1798 called Thomas Carmichael. Thomas was born in 1760 in Perthshire in Scotland, and Thomas died in 1848. But it was during this time that the big split happened in what would become known as Brookside Presbyterian Church, which was known as AHOGHILL. And so half the congregation left, and they took with them Thomas Carmichael, and then they formed their new church, and of course it would become known as Trinity Presbyterian, the one that I just showed you earlier there. And so that was half the congregation actually left. So there's loving memory of William Raphael of Galgorm, Castle. And it's born 5th of July 1813 and died 27th of June 1889. And also his wife Sarah Jane Raphael, and she died on the 7th of November, I think that is, yep, 19 something. So that's a later William Raphael, not the original one buried there. But I want to show you this grave as well. As you can see, it's got a huge head and angelic wings. And this is actually Rose Hannah, as you can see. So she died in 1758, and it's a large carving of a winged cherub on her grave. So she's 1758. So she is. And there's a couple of more graves there, Raphael's. Hard to make out. You can zoom in. You might be able to see them better than I can. But that's off the Raphael's as well. So quite amazing. So I'm going to take you down now and show you a few other graves. And I'll take you down by the old church. So don't forget, if you're in the area here Sunday morning, 11:30, 24th of November, we're in Brookside Presbyterian Church. You're more than welcome to join us for morning worship. It would be great to see you. So what I want to show you now is actually a crest here. Which is down here. This was a highfalutin family. That's why they have a crest. I can't remember their name. But this is them here. As you can see, it's very much covered with snow. But that's the crest. Unfortunately, it's hard to make out the names. But that is the crest. They were a very noble family. You can see the helmet there of armour. So there's a wee bit of information here. Maybe you'll be able to see it if I scrape away a wee bit of the snow. Even if we could get a name, that would be good. Oh yes, this is the, I think this is the Dickey family. And the Dickey family were linen merchants in the area. So I'll try and scrape a wee bit more of that. So I assume that this is the Dickey crest then. Yeah, Dickey. So they were very influential here. They were a linen family, as I say. And that crest is absolutely brilliant, isn't it? Seeming like you see it a wee bit better. Isn't that fantastic? Absolutely brilliant. So yeah, they were a prominent linen family, and this is their coat of arms. So that's the Dickey family. They're from the area. There's an old building there. Has seen better days. This is going to be a bit of a lengthy video, but I think it's worth it. A few more graves that I want to show you, and we're going to finish off with another prominent grave. It's the moor. As you can see, mausoleum. So we're almost finished. Haven't too much left to show you, although there's loads of graves in here. There's no building there too. This isn't a very big graveyard, as you can see, but it certainly packs a big punch for history. And of course, the reason why they had to build the walls around graveyards like this was because of the body snatchers. They didn't want the body snatchers coming in. The relatives didn't want them digging up their dead loved ones who had just died. So give it a wee bit of protection. So it says, here lies the body of William Kahn, who died August 15th. And you can see that it's 1794. And also Jane, his wife, and she died in 1791. So another 18th century grave there. And there's one there. And that's... He left the body off. Can't make it out, but I think that's 1799. It's either 1799 or 1700. I think it's possibly 1799. Or 1709 maybe. Don't know, you can decide for yourself. I'm going to be generous, I'm going to say 1799. Just to be on the safe side. Can't make the date out on this one, but with the design of it, it certainly looks like it's from the 1700s. You can sort of just tell. I've seen a number of graves like that style, and they're 1700s. And the one beside it is 1780, and it's Mary Carson, I think that is. August, she died, 1780. As you can see. That one's 1784. Who is it? The body of Alex, I think. I'm not sure what the second name is. Coulter. Alex Coulter, I think. 1784. Assuming like you see that. And then the last one I want to show you, after I show you the old church again, is this one here, this cross. And it's getting dark, so it is. Unfortunately, with the late nights, after I finish my work with the mission, in the dark nights you don't get as much time. In the late nights you have more time, but in the dark nights, by the time I'm finished, it's near dark, unfortunately. But that's the way it goes. So this is another monument here, and this is a biggie. This is in memory of the O'Rourke's of Ballybolin, I think that is. Lineal descendants of the O'Rourke's of, what does that say? Briffany, I think it is, or something like that. It's of Drumahar, I think it is, or something like that. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing these wrong, but it's hard to make out. Castle. Drumahar Castle, it looks like to me, anyway. Let me see, Main Castle, sorry, that's what it is. It looks like Main Castle, possibly. And it's County Leitrim. And it's 1884. So there you go. Sorry about the confusion. I'm still not sure exactly what that castle's called, but it's Leitrim, County Leitrim anyway. So that's why I'm not sure. So there you go, folks. So I'll leave you a wee view here of the old church and the mausoleum, the Moor Mausoleum. So thanks for watching, and God bless.